Harrison Wind, Christian Clark here at Pepsi Center following a big Nuggets win, 104-92 over the struggling Memphis Grizzlies. They've now lost 7 in a row. And Christian, the guy tonight, the story tonight, the MVP of tonight's game was Nikola Jokic once again. One of the best games I've seen him play on both ends of the floor, but he finishes with a game-high 28 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. He didn't do much in the first half in terms of scoring. Sure, he dominated the flow of the game like we've seen him do time and time again. But in the fourth quarter when the Nuggets needed him, he really came alive.
Yeah, Jokic took over this game in the fourth quarter. He went right at Marc Gasol. He finished with 14 points in the fourth quarter alone to go along with 7 rebounds. He took 10 shots in the period. And I think that's something that we haven't really seen much out of him is when the game's close down the stretch and him basically just being like, all right, get out of my way, I'm going to go get some buckets.
Denver took a huge lead into the halftime break. Memphis kind of whittled that down in the third quarter. And then to start the fourth, Jokic subbed back into the game. Mike Malone said he called a couple of plays for his big man, and Jokic certainly delivered. He's becoming that go-to guy, especially with Paul Millsap out now for what could be 3 months, a big chunk of the season. Jokic is becoming that guy in terms of scoring, but he's also becoming that guy in terms of being a vocal leader for this team out on the floor.
No question. I really thought we started to see it on that 3-game trip out west. Jokic was very vocal in the game against Sacramento. In Houston, he got hurt and came back even when they were down by 35. And tonight, I mean, he really just took it upon himself, and he wasn't going to let them lose this game tonight.
Yeah, he certainly wasn't. And the Nuggets offense really got going in the first half. Michael Malone made a lineup change, brought Kenneth Faried into the starting 5. Of course, he went small against Houston, matchup with their personnel, and started Will Barton. We got a large dose of the Faried and Jokic front court tonight, and they killed it in the first half. Denver had one of their best offensive halves of the year. 61 points in that first half for them on 65.8% shooting. They hit 6 of 13 from 3 over those first 2 quarters. It just seemed like that group, that starting 5, really had a good chemistry going.
Yeah, it was funny to see a game after Kenneth Faried got a DNP coach's decision in Houston. He was back there in the starting lineup. I thought Denver got a lot of looks inside around the rim, especially in the first half. If you go and look at their shot chart, they were like 14 for 18, that inside zone near the basket. And it really reminded me of that offense we saw last year from December 15th on in the first half.
Yeah, it certainly did. Another thing to note this season is the Nuggets are 8-2 at home. The attendance here at Pepsi Center is up. They're going to have a couple good crowds next week with the Lakers and Bulls coming to town. Those teams always draw well when they go on the road. It feels like they're getting a home court advantage back. They're playing at a faster pace. They're playing a fun brand of basketball that people want to come to and watch. And the players are kind of recognizing it too. Gary Harris noted it after the game.
Yeah, he made a comment about it. The 2 seasons before this, Denver ranked dead last in the NBA in attendance. When I looked tonight, there was something like 22nd. So there definitely has been a lot more people coming to the Pepsi Center this year. And it really makes a difference for these guys. I mean, they really seem like they're having more fun. Guys go out of their way to make comments about it. So they're vastly improved here this year.
Yeah, it's good to have this home court advantage back here at Pepsi Center, but a big Nuggets win tonight, an important one, especially coming off that tough loss in Houston with a road game in a tough environment in Utah upcoming on Tuesday. But the Nuggets get the win here over the Memphis Grizzlies, 104-92. That's all we've got from Pepsi Center. For Christian Clark, I'm Harrison Wind, BSN Denver.